Hey guys, this is my second video. I did end up actually deciding to make another one, and I just want to apologize in advance because right now it's like almost close to 12 and I am pretty tired, but I felt like this was a video that I really did actually have to make today. By the time that it's uploaded, this will most likely be the next day because it does take a while to render, but the topic that I just wanted to talk about was just relationships and love and all that stuff in general, and just, my own personal understanding of what it is. So the thing that really inspired this, and really what I realized, was that, it's an idea that I got from a different channel called Profound Ponderings, but it's that there is no such thing as the right time. It's about being the right person. And now I understand how much that actually applies to relationships. And it applies to basically trying to find someone else that you're similar with. Because, in my personal experience with this stuff, it's not like I've always been unsuccessful, but widely, especially in like middle school and everything like that, because I'm 16 now. But I was like widely unsuccessful, and I would always ask myself, oh, why this or why that? And I understand it was just middle school, and I understand, it wasn't important, it wasn't significant at the time, but it's something that really had me wondering at a really early age, oh, why isn't this working for me when it's working for other people? Why are they finding success when I can't? And I was worrying about that, and I was stressing about that for such a long time. And, just today, I've come to the realization that it's not about being there at the right time or just being lucky. It's about being the right person. It's about being the right person. So in order to explain this, like, my current understanding of what basically I want, and basically what I'm looking for, is someone that, someone that I could like just really, really connect with. Someone that I don't have to, almost put up an image for. Someone that like I could basically show like my true self completely, honestly. I don't have to hide anything. I could just speak my mind, and I know that everything will be okay. That's currently what I'm looking for. And, I realized that there's no point in me trying to look for someone that can do that when me, myself, I'm not even showing people my authentic self. I'm not showing people who I actually am. I'm not speaking my mind. I'm not saying these things. I'm not saying what I'm thinking. See, because it's kind of counterintuitive. It's like you're trying to win a race, but then you don't want to run. See what I mean? It just doesn't make sense like that. It's about being the right person. It's not like, yeah, it's okay to, you don't have to be absolutely perfect in every single thing in order to find someone that can make you happy. But that is to say that, if you are looking for something, you basically have to make sure that you are a person worthy of receiving that thing. How can I expect to find someone that I could be authentic towards, that will appreciate me, that will appreciate, just my thoughts, what I say, completely unfiltered? How can I say that when at the same time, I'm not showing people, I'm not giving people the opportunity to meet that person? And that's not to say that, when I go to school and everything, that I'm basically putting up a front. Like, I'm never saying exactly what I'm thinking. I'm always have like an ulterior motive. That's not the case. It's more of the case that it's almost like there's two different versions of me. There's a version of me, the best example I have, there's the version of me when I'm talking to my brother, and then there's a version of me when I'm at school talking to people that I know at school. I don't think it's something that a lot of people can notice, but it's something that I notice. There's like distinct differences. And I feel as though the version of myself when I'm talking to my brother, it's the more authentic version of me. It's the version of me that I think has more joy, has more happiness, that, is able to speak their mind, that's more funny. That's basically better in almost every single way. So I'm basically trying to find someone that I can actually relate to, or there's someone that can relate to that person, that can resonate with that, someone that, appreciates that. But how can I do that when I'm not even showing people, from school, for example, that person exists? It just doesn't make sense. And, that's really just to say that it's what I said earlier. If you're looking for something in a person, you have to make sure that you're also a person that's basically doing everything you can in order to receive that, if that makes sense. You can't be looking for something, but then you don't put any effort into allowing it to be closer to you. It just doesn't make sense. And, like I said, I've had success, not a lot, obviously, I'm only 16. I've had success in the past, but, it was something that I was always questioning. Oh, why are they successful when I'm not? Why do they have these things when I don't? And that doesn't mean I was just envious of everyone, that I just wanted what everyone else had, and I was not happy with what I had. And I'm kind of just talking in general here, but it's to say that, I didn't really understand why certain people got certain things and why certain other people didn't get certain things. And, I realized this because the ones who receive it, they almost put themselves in a position to receive that thing. They allow themselves to be people almost not worthy, but they allowed themselves to be people that more likely than not would have that thing, would meet that person, that would bond with that person, So that's really just to say that if you are looking for something in a person, just try to make sure that you're also a person that is, and I don't want to use worthy because it sounds almost like hierarchical, but that is attracting that thing yourself. You can't expect to meet someone that, that's super nice and is super forgiving and super willing to communicate when you're the exact opposite of all these things. When you're super mean, when, you're not willing to communicate with these people, it just won't work out. So, yeah, that's really just to say that, it's okay that if you're not ready for a relationship, it doesn't matter how old you are, whatever age you're at, it really doesn't matter. But if you're trying to find something specific, you try to put yourself in a position where that thing would reveal itself to you. Because, God, when it's really time for you to meet that person, when it's really time for you to connect with that person, when it's really time for you to resonate with that person, God will show them to you. And you'll be able to tell, it'll be clear, it'll be obvious. And then before you know it, it'll happen almost without you thinking about it. It'll just be something that happens so naturally. So that's really just to say that, try not to rush into relationships. Don't always try to find the person of your dreams, the person that you're looking for, when even you yourself are almost not worthy of meeting that person. God will reveal things to you at the right time. There's a time and a place for everything. It says that in Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1, there's a time and a place for everything. So when it is your time to meet that person, when it is your time to resonate with that person, when it is your time to do all these things, God will show them to you. And it will all work out in the end. So yeah, this was a pretty short video compared to my last one, but I just thought that I wanted to document my thoughts a little bit because, something I've thought about for a while. It's the almost two identities thing. And I think that also just stems from like almost a subconscious fear of vulnerability and a fear of revealing myself to other people because they don't want to be judged, because they don't want to be disliked. And that's not to say that the person that I show at school, at all these places, that's not me. That's not the case at all. Because it's not like I have to think about what I have to say. It's almost just like it's a different version of me than who I personally think I actually am at my most authentic, at my core. So it's something that I've been struggling with for a long time. And, I think making, even though it's just 2 right now, making these videos has actually really helped me with this. Because, even though it's not in front of the people at my school, it's not in front of the people that, have direct influence in my life. It's just allowing me to document my thoughts and speak my mind just more often than I normally would be able to. And I think that's very helpful to me. So, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I would say new videos coming soon, but this is just something I'm trying. It's not something that, I really want to force on myself or anything. I just want to give my own thoughts when I really want to give my thoughts. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said in the last video, I do want to end every video with a Bible verse. So this one's taken from 1 John 4 verse 7, and it says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God." So just try to keep that in mind. If you're trying to find love, just know that love is from God. So if God does not believe that you're ready for it, then he won't show it to you. So that's to say that put yourself in a position where you would be ready for it. Allow yourself to be the best version that you could possibly be, but not just for finding love, but for yourself, for peace of mind, and just for joy in general.